Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we caught three spikes, three signals. I gave three signals today. We caught spikes on all three signals. Though I took 4 trades today, the first trade immediately I woke up this morning, I took boom 1000. I got some spikes on boom 1000. Then I closed out and then I gave three signals. One on the crash 200, as you can see, crash 200, we are in massive profit. We just smashed our first TP and this is our second TP down here. All right, you can see we just moved our SL below entry. Then I gave signal again on the boom 1000. You can see we're in profit already. We'll be closing out soon if it does not spike before 1 hour candlestick closes. Okay, then also gave signal on the boom 900. We are still on the boom 900. I just gave this one not quite long ago, okay, just a few minutes ago. So you can see we catch spikes like every day now. We catch spikes every day on the boom and crash market. We also trade VIX, step index, and jumps. Okay, so the first thing I gave this morning, I gave it to the free guys as well. So if you want to be taking my signals to grow your account, you can check the description of this video to join the free Telegram channel. Okay, signals will be coming almost every day on the free Telegram channel. All right, if you want to learn how to do this stuff yourself, how to catch spikes, multiple spikes, as you can see, multiple spikes on your own, chat me up. Let's make money together, guys. Now, my reasons for the three signals that I gave today. I love staying on the higher time frame. You see, there's something some people don't understand. They always still works perfectly well, like the support and resistance. The last video I dropped on this channel, I talked about support and resistance and how to identify them and how to trade them when you see those zones on your chart. Now, this trade here is basically support and resistance and a few things that I've experienced from the market. All right. So now let me start from the top. My reason for this trade for boom 200, for crash 200 was my reason for the trade for crash 200. Yesterday I sold crash 300 and I made some profit from crash 300. I think I gave to the guys too. Yeah. Crash 200 and crash 600 yesterday. So either of those, I gave the call yesterday and we made some profits. Now, my reason for crash 200. You stay on the daily time frame. You need to understand where the market is going and where is it coming from. Where is it coming from and where is it going to? Okay, where is it coming from and where is it going to? You can see that this market, if you bring this line in like this, you can see that it was actually coming from up here. All right, from up here, they broke this zone. This was supposed to serve as a support, but remember they said when a support got broken, it turns to a resistance. It will be serving as resistance in the future. So since this line got broken, the market went below. This support that was supposed to bounce off price, reverse the price, was broken and the price went below the support, push back to that level, pull back to the level to confirm it a resistance, and then descended before, like went below the resistance very well. Then a pullback again, which is the final retest before the last move. You can see what happened. So I now understand that this market is actually coming from below, which is a pullback to a resistance, and it will be doing what? It will be selling. And where is it selling to? To this level here. Selling to that level there. So you can see it makes the work easy now. Make my work very, very easy right now. All right, you see work, guys. Makes it very easy now. So a break of support of the support, a pullback, a drop, a pullback to make the final drop. The markets be going down. Now you need to take note of the candlestick we have here. You can see this bearish rejection candlestick we have here, which shows that we have more of sellers pressure. We have equally sellers and buyers pressure around that level. But then, since I understand that the market is actually going to sell because it's doing a pullback from the support into the resistance area, I know that it will be selling again, which shows that there's a rejection from this level and the market will be going down today. So now we've gotten reasons why, about three reasons. All right. The first one is the zone got broken, retested the candlesticks, the pressure. So a few things like that, after doing that, what do you do next? You have to go down to the lower time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, to look for more reasons why you should sell. Now on the 4 hours time frame, we have a clear downtrend, bearish structure. You have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower low here. All right, lower low right there. Then what's gonna happen? Market needs to pull back to give us a lower high before the final drop. So you can see this was the last lower high right there. So market started moving from the lower high. All right, then I had to go down to a more lower time frame to find an entry. So I dropped down to 30 minutes time frame to look at what is happening. And I saw this pressure, this strong bearish pressure around there. I think was it on the 1 hour time frame? Yeah, on the 1 hour time frame. So I saw this bearish pressure right there. No, that's not what happened. On the 4 hours time frame, I saw this strong bearish candlestick here. This very bearish candlestick right there. Close right there. This was our entry. This really stressed us today. This was our entry. We entered here, I think 9 o'clock Nigeria time. All right, 9 o'clock Nigeria time. Immediately this one closed. I made that entry because I saw the pressure now to be going down. You can see what it did. Drop down a bit, then pull back and started selling again. But you know why I did not tell them to close out? Our SL was just here. I didn't tell them to close out because on the 1 hour time frame, I see that there's a space here, an empty space that markets will want to fill up before selling around this level, around this price. So there are so many things we need to learn in the market. So I knew that it's be pulling back to this point before selling, but then I didn't want to wait for market to get to this point before selling because I don't know if it will want to pull back before the last drop or maybe to start selling from here already. That's why I had to open the position right there and put my SL just above this structure because I know that market will definitely sell from this structure. All right, you can see what market did. Tap into that structure, did not enter there very well. This one now entered into that zone very well and massive rejection back to this point, and we just smashed our TP1 around this level. That's why you're seeing that pullback. The TP1 is mostly around the minus zone, your minus zone. Okay, hide it around your minus zone, and our TP2 down there. So that's it for crash 200. Then let's quickly check the boom 1000. Well, boom 1000, I don't think it will spike again, so I'll tell my guys to close out. I've told them to close more of their setup because we smashed TP1 already, so it was just for us to smash our TP2 somewhere there, somewhere here. It was quite close to our TP2, but I will tell them to close out already. Once we have one more spike, we are closing out. One more spikes, we are closing out. All right, so for boom 1000, what's the reason for boom 1000? Check on the daily time frame. So I believe on the daily time frame, we have this structure right here. Remember, where is it coming from and where is it going to? Okay, so we had this structure. All right, market drop, give us a lower low, and then poof, broke this structure. So there's a break of this structure and give us a high right there. Then a pull back into this demand, this support right here. So we find a support right there. Can keep it right there, just like that. Okay. So now, yes, market started dancing around this price. I've been trying to buy around this price. Market was dancing, dancing, dancing until it took out this low completely. Took out this low completely. Something like that. Just took out the low somehow. And yesterday closed bullish, though with a rejection above the structure. This is a structure here. So today I decided to look for an entry today. Since this one closed bullish, I feel that price should be going up again. So I should be looking for an entry. All right. So it was pretty hard for me to see where to buy from. So I had to come here, come to this old zone. This is an old zone on fresh level. Come to that on fresh level right there. I think somewhere there. Yeah. Yeah. I think somewhere right there or something. Right this level. This on fresh level right there. This on fresh level there. Okay. So I took that on fresh level because market has been respecting that on fresh zone several times. 1, 2, I think 3. So that makes it a key zone on the chart. So I expected market to bounce off a certain level, and we have another open and close gap level right there. There's so much to learn, guys. All right, this shows that it's a strong level. Another reversal on that level, which is this one here. And that level, that shows that that will be a strong level. So look at that. I wait patiently for market to drop into that low, into that zone. Market dropped into this zone. So I quickly moved to my daily, to my 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, I was a bit scared because this candlestick was really strong. This H4, this very H4 was really strong that dropped into that price. This very H4 was strong enough, was really, really strong. So I was a bit scared until we had this massive pull and it closes bullish like this. I knew that, okay, this is a strong bullish candlestick. Though this one looks stronger than, this black looks stronger than this current green candlestick. But I know very for sure that this one is also strong because it closed with a very tiny spike. Sorry, with a very tiny shadow, right? So I had to wait for it to close. Immediately it closed, I gave the call. You can see there, we entered and our SL was somewhere down here. Our SL was just somewhere down here. We entered right here. Our TP1 was somewhere here. Our TP2 just few pips above this level. You can see what happened. It pulled down to this point, then spike and start buying up to that level. So that's it. All right. Then for boom 900, I didn't even know what is happening there. Boom 900 still looking ugly, still not looking good at all. You can see that's spiked and then it's going down again. Let's see 15. Okay, 15-minute close bullish. That's a good sign somehow. That shows it might spike more. All right. So for boom 900, let's check on the daily. So on the daily time frame, again, where is it coming from and where is it going to? So I know this video will be very long, but guys, you need to stay and watch this video to the end. All right. So where is it coming from and where is it going to? This is it. We've been having uptrend. All right. Pull up to this level, market drop back into this demand. This is a demand, this is a key level, that's a zone on the chart. So how is this zone? If I bring this horizontal line, place it right here, you can see that is a zone. Even if I place it here, that level that the market reversed before, even if I place it right around this level, market pull back into this level and started buying. You can see 2 days ago closed really strong, and yesterday candlestick closed bullish, though doesn't really look strong. But I'm expecting the market to go up to this level because it's coming from here And where is it going to? It's going to this level. So I'm expecting the market to get to this point. Since it didn't get to this point, I had to, open some position and target that high right there. So you see, that's how we get it. Where is it coming from and where is it going to? From there, you know how to follow up. All right. So how did I give the signal? I waited for. I saw that there's a structure here, around here. There's a structure right there. There's a structure right there. Okay, which push price yesterday is the reason this candlestick started moving yesterday. Let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. So this line is the reason market started buying yesterday up to this point, and it's pulling back into this price again. All right, into this price. Now, since it's pulling back into this price, I had to wait, and you can see the previous 4 hours closed bullish. This to me is a reversal candlestick. I love using this. So closing like this shows that it's likely going to buy, though we made an entry long before that time because of the, I think, the 15 minutes time candlestick. All right, yeah, we made an entry around here because of this 15 minutes candlestick, and we expect the market to keep going. So you need to understand your market structure, define your market structure properly, your demand and supply. Look for the key levels where markets will reverse, confirm with the candlesticks, have a candlestick confirmation, then you make your entry. Know where it's coming from and where the market is actually going to. That way you make consistent profit. If you're still confused about how to do this stuff, or you don't have good understanding, better understanding from this video, if you keep watching this video over and over, you might learn something. But if you still want to learn more, want to know more, want to learn faster, chat me up. Check the description of this video to join the free Telegram channel, to chat me up. Let's learn and make money together. That'll be all for now, guys. Bye bye.